Hi lads, this is just a precursor or a curtain raiser to this video. In this video I set out to go to Sapan Kwai and tell you a bit about Sapan Kwai, and that's what I do. But then something very unexpected happened, and I just want to say that what happened is not indicative of my general behaviour. If you want to know more, stay tuned. Here we go. This video is all about being in Sapan Kwai, but it's also, you know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't diverse slightly. I know a place. I know a place where I can get it, and I hope you'll come with me. Hi guys. This is a bit of a different video. I've had a lot of suggestions of things to do and places to go over the last while, and people have said to me that my videos are a bit repetitive, you know, going to places, talking about the subjects of tax or visas or marriage or whatever it may be, and it's getting a bit repetitive. I accept that. So today we've come to a place called Sapan Kwai. And when I say this is a different kind of video, we're going to talk about this district. And I'm going to fill you in on what there is to be filled in on about Sapan Kwai. I hope you enjoy this. So a little bit of the history of Sapan Kwai. Sapan is the Thai word for bridge. And Kwai you should all know, because that's what my wife calls me a lot of the time. Kun Kwai, in other words, buffalo. So it's Buffalo Bridge. And in the 19th century, this was a rural area of rice fields, irrigated by canals. And farmers would bring their water buffalo here to trade. So, in order to facilitate their trading, a small bridge was built over one of the irrigated canals, and hence it was called Buffalo Bridge, because the buffaloes would cross the bridge over the canal. Up until the 1960s, Sapan Kwai was still a largely rural, well, it was a rural area with not market gardening, with horticulture, agriculture, and buffalo trading. But into the 1960s came modernization, and houses and condos began to spring up, making Sapan Kwai the busy urban area that it is today. And it's not, well, it's serviced by the BTS. It's not unlike Sukhumvit in its appearance. So forgive the noise, lads, but you know me, that's your BTS line above, and you can see the resemblance to Sukhumvit, and that's not the only resemblance to Sukhumvit. It has a bustling street food culture and retail culture, and you have the same appearance as Sukhumvit, which are glass office blocks. I mean, that's a damn tall building up there. I mean, look at that one. As the BTS roars overhead, I'm standing at the main junction here at Sapan Kwai. And if you're wondering, if you drive, I'll get away from the traffic, it's a little bit noisy, hang on a sec. You know, it's extremely difficult to get away from the traffic in Bangkok. But speaking of traffic, I drove here. And although I've been here many times before, I've driven here once or twice, but I've never driven here as a destination. So I had no idea where I could park. One thing Bangkok lacks is multi-story, purpose-built car parks, or parking lots, as you say in the States. And you'll find that if you want to park your car conveniently, you've got to find a hotel or a shopping centre, well, or a shopping mall. Well, in the last video that I made, we visited two big seas. And the reasons why I chose Big C is because there's parking in Big C, and that's what I did today. There's a Big C just down the road here, and that's where I parked because there's nowhere else to park. So if you're driving, Big C on the main Sapan Kwai road is just up from the BTS station. That's the place to park. Getting taxis or buses, well, you can suss it out. What one is that one? My eyesight was never the best, but a taxi will take you here from Wig Wang in 10 minutes. And of course you can get your the proximate areas to here, looking at the sign there, Victory Monument to the left, Rama 4 straight on, Sapan Dang, that's the red bridge, straight on, and Chatuchuk to the right. So did I say Victory Monument was to the right? It's actually to the left, whatever. Any prasataya rai? Corn. And prasataya corn, sweet corn. And tarai
20 บาท
20 baht, 20 baht. And any
70 บาท
pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Arroy ma.
อร่อยมาก
Okay. And any
วอเตอร์เช่นนั้น
what? Yeah, chestnut. Okay.
potato
Oh, bad news. Okay. Okay, so they've got the whole shooting match here. You've got any tamahan tam. It's not raw. It's fried pumpkin. Yeah, okay, I think it's fried pumpkin. And you've got water chestnut.
วอเตอร์เช่นนั้น
And this one, manfarang, potato, and peanuts. It's all there, lads. I told you this place is buzzing. I'm going to get myself some pumpkin. Any, okay, noon. 20, okay, noon, okay. I don't know.
ที่มุมเมือง
One.
วันเอาวัน
One, yeah, one. So I'm getting myself some fried pumpkin. It's absolutely delicious. Thank you are okay. Oh, bad noon. 20 baht, Chai?
20 บาท
Oh, bad noon. Oh, my me. So scan okay.
สแกนได้ครับยูเอาโคโคนัทไหม
Huh?
ใส่มะพร้าวไหม
Oh, my. That's okay. Thank you. Scan. Okay. Samsip, okay. No, Samsip. Chukti. Yeah, Chukti. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, bad news. Okay. Chukti in the crab. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So he said 20. I gave him 30. What the heck? I'm going to enjoy this. Thank you. Okay.
บ๊ายบาย
Bye-bye. Take care. So I've secured an isolated place in the middle of all this confusion. The guy was selling pumpkin. I asked, I don't know the Thai word for fried or fry. Well, they don't conjugate their verb, so fry is fried, the same thing. It's very, very hot. He gave me a chon, which is a spoon. There's no litter bins in Bangkok, as you know, so you're stuck with it. Whatever you buy. You don't eat it, you carry it with you. Anyway, this is a break from the norm. It's very, very hot, and it's nice and tender. Hang on. Fried pumpkin is amazing. Boiled pumpkin. It needs a bit of salt or something. He offered me coconut noodles. He said coconut. They look like noodles to have with it. That would give it some sweetness, I suppose. It lacks a little bit of oomph. I mean, I didn't show it to you. That's it there. Extremely hot. It's probably steamed rather than boiled. Because thinking practically, if you boil it, it'd fall apart. I tell you, for 20 baht, you can't go. That would fill you up. That's full of carbs. Like that would fill you up. And this is the wonder of coming to a place like Sapan Kwai. Do you know, I came here about 2 months ago with a friend of mine from Perth in Australia. He comes here quite a lot. Michael, if you're watching, big shout out to you. And we went down there, and there are nightclubs here that would resemble, well, they wouldn't resemble. They'd resemble nightclubs in Sukhumvit insofar as that they're nightclubs, but that's where the resemblance ends. There are nightclubs here full of young Thai people, and it's all genuine, and you don't have the same, let's say, you don't have this, it's not the same kind of commerce that you'd find in Sukhumvit. It's just straightforward, homegrown entertainment, and it's all here in Sapan Kwai as I eat me pumpkin. It's quite soft. As I said, fried pumpkin would be my preference. This is probably healthier. As in is that right? As anywhere you go in Bangkok, there's more than an abundance of beautiful women. And this is the kind of stuff, as you can see me eating on the go. This is an extremely busy place. Extremely busy place. And I remember there's another YouTuber, Paul G Eats. Hello to you, Paul. Big shout out to you. He's got a great channel, he does food reviews. Paul G was here not too long ago, but he did mention in that video that when he first came to Bangkok, this is where he lived. And I can see apartments there. Buses, 28 bus, there you go. There's a bus that passes through here. Don't know where it comes from or goes to, but it passes through here. But Paul G Eats said he used to live here. And you could live in worse places. I have seen more than one farang as I've been walking around. So I have made my way into, guess where? Big C here in Sapan Kwai. I'm going to try, like I did yesterday, to get my Thai German beer. A few of you were interested in knowing what that is. There it is there. You can get it in some places, you don't get it everywhere, but it's well worth sussing it out. A small can of that German beer is only 6 baht more expensive than a can of Leo, and it's in a different league. I'm not going to walk around here with my camera because I know they don't like it. Join me in a couple of seconds. Well guys, as you can see, I still have my pumpkin. There's absolutely nowhere to dump anything that you buy or whatever else you have, because there are no litter bins. No litter bins in the mall, no litter bins in Big C. And I'll tell you what else is not in Big C here. They have an extensive, and I mean extensive, range of beers. I mean, I shouldn't really say this word because I might lose my Irish passport. Hogan Garden. Ugh. But anyway, they have that. And they've got a range of IPAs. Now, I'm not an IPA person. I never was. But they don't have the wonderful Thai German beer that I was looking for. So what I'm going to have to do is go to a place where I know they have it. But don't go away. This video is all about being in Sapan Kwai. But it's also, you know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't diverse slightly. I know a place. I know a place where I can get it, and I hope you come with me. In this portion of the video, I didn't realize that the microphone wasn't turned on. So I just finished what I was doing in Big C in Sapan Kwai. And I basically was talking about the fact that I bought this pumpkin and I couldn't put it anywhere and I had to take it with me. But the next part of the video is pretty revealing, because just as I left this car park, I didn't realize what was awaiting me. And I got the fright of my life. So stay tuned, because this is something I didn't expect. Well guys, it's about 2 hours later and something just happened. I came here, I was on the way here. Well, I tell you what I did first. I got my German beer. A lot of you have been asking, what is it? Hang on. Ta and dang. Ta and dang, there it is there. 60 baht for a large can. It's only a few baht more expensive than Leo, but it's in a different class. It's absolutely a wonderful beer. And this is why I'm here. And I'm going to tell you what happened while I was on the way here. This is Rashida. We were in Sapan Kwai, which is about, I'd say about 10 kilometers from here, give or take. As I was leaving, when I last spoke to you, I was pulling out of the car park. And I pulled out of the car park onto the main Sapan Kwai road, and I was turning left to go up towards Sooty Sand. This might not make any sense to people watching from abroad, but I've been making a left turn. We drive on the left here, so I was making a left turn. Police checkpoint. So he was motioning to let me go, and then he looked at me. Now, I'm not saying anything, but he looked at me, and when he realised that I was who I am, you know, my complexion, let's say. I'm not saying that was the motivation, but I'm just saying that it just seemed that way. He looked and then he looked again. Anyway, he pulled me over. And he looked for my insurance. I have my insurance. I showed him my insurance. He asked for my license. But before he asked for my license, he said, no seatbelt. My me, Kim Cat, my me, whatever. I said, oh my God. And you see, you're going to get on to me, as my good friend in Perth did when I told him this. I was only thinking, this is as true as God, I was only thinking this morning driving out that I heard a few months ago that they're enforcing the traffic laws here in Thailand. And I said to myself, I haven't seen much of it, and bang, I'm done for it. I always wear my seatbelt. I religiously wear my seatbelt. I'm tired telling my wife to wear a seatbelt, but a lot of Thais that I know plug the seatbelt into the socket and sit on the seatbelt. Anyway, that's not saying anyone in particular and saying they're people I know, but I was, quite rightly, I was done for not having a seatbelt. Fair cop. He kept my license and he was doing all this and this electronic thing he had, keypad, whatever it was. And I got a ticket, which, now I'm not going to show you, but I have a ticket, which is about 1/2 meter long. And it's in Thai and in English. And it quotes the road traffic offence, and it quotes the fine, 500 baht. And this is new, because I've been stopped before in my 14 years here. You know, I've been driving for 14 years in Thailand. You don't drive for 14 years and not get stopped. I mean, it's just part of the course. But I've never been stopped before like this. There's a QR code. You scan the QR code, the payment is made, and that's it. Bye-bye. Hasta la vista. And I just said to him there and then, is it finished? And he said, yes, it's finished. Wear your seatbelt. So that's the unexpected thing that happened to me. And to be honest with you, it put the, you know, it. He said, how long have you been? He asked me a question, how long have you been here? And he said, are you married here? I said, yeah, I am. I have a Thai wife, Thai son. And we had a bit of a conversation going. He said, it always helps. That always helps. Pami me kon Thai look chai kon Thai. That always helps. Anyway, it wasn't a big deal. But it could have been a big deal. If I had no insurance, it would have been a big deal. If I had no license, it would have been a big deal. But thanks be to God, I have me ducks in a row. And I just didn't put on my seatbelt coming out of Big C. I just didn't do it. I was preoccupied in making the video. Anyway, I got me beer, and it's bubbling here. It's boiling in the heat. I'm going to go home and stick it in the fridge and enjoy that later on this evening or tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this video, lads. You know, I'm open to criticism, and good or bad. And someone had said to me that the videos are getting boring because they were getting repetitive. This is not in the same line as my previous videos. After all, I didn't sit down and have anything to eat. I ate my pumpkin on the street. Do you know that if I hadn't bought that pumpkin and recorded that, you know, that piece to camera eating the pumpkin, I could have left Big C earlier and the checkpoint may have not been there. But that's the way it is. So guys, if you haven't already done so, God, the heat. Can you see that? Anyway, if you haven't already done so, click the share button, the like button, subscribe button, do all those wonderful things. I'm going to pick up this because this is absolutely... Hang on. I bought her a Heineken. She likes her Heineken. I bought her a Heineken. I'm going to go back to the car park here. And I'm going to wear my seatbelt, and so should you. See you later, lads.